This is professional radio, gentlemen.
And it's front-wheel drive.
Scotty, have you got anyone you want to thank?
Just myself.
And now we do the after hours. Dun, dun, dun.
Gentlemen, what would you go for?
Tastier Sandero.
Okay, and because it's not a supercar.
But it is.
It's not.
Automotive perfection comes in the form of two letters, A and U.
Long live my LTD.
Welcome to Car Talk. It's Tuesday night. It's me, Matty J, online with Mr. David Prince and Mr. Rob Zadai. How are you, gentlemen?
Very good, thank you, mate.
I was-
How are you, Matty?
I'm definitely better. I'm better than I was last week. Lucky we had enough content to get us through for a couple of weeks. With
Like you did,
with,
cracking content, if I say so myself.
I've had some good positive feedback from the event.
Yeah.
That was the podcast with Ed Odinsky, the two-parter. You know, that 3 hours just flew by. Like, it felt like it was, we were talking for 2 minutes really. So
That's right. It really did.
have you heard it yet, Rob? Those episodes?
No, I haven't had a chance to see it yet. No, make an effort.
Yeah. Great guy, Ed. We're going to get him back on at some point. So,
So I thought it was just like I listened to the first one, which was great, and eagerly I saw your post yesterday about the second one was live, but the link didn't work for me. I thought it was like the Services Victoria app collapsing with everybody trying to get their
rebates.
10%
late on their rego.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't open for me, but I'll have another go tomorrow.
That's really weird. Don't know about it. I want to try.
Even when I went into Spotify and only the first one was up, but anyway, yeah, I'm sure it'll be up tomorrow. It's worth a listen if you didn't hear it.
Absolutely, yeah. No, look, the link worked this time. I don't know. Maybe it was a bit of an issue there. Don't stress, but it's all good now. It's good to see you guys. Rob, you've been a busy man. What's the latest with the Transit?
Oh, geez, the story goes on. Yeah, I told you the first time I took it in to their preferred repairer and they didn't fit, so I went to the other one.
No, the last we heard about the Transit. So we're getting to car updates, and this is your car update. Start of your car updates is that you were choosing whether to go through insurance or not through insurance.
Yeah. So anyway, cut a long story short, going through insurance, the insurance provider said go to this such and such repairer. The repairer goes, no, we can't do that. It's too tall. We'll let RSTV know, but they didn't. So I waited.
They really short panel beaters, were they?
Yeah, they're short panel beaters. They couldn't reach that to jump on. So they didn't do anything. So I rang them up, and then they said, "Oh, go and see this other panel beater." And they were pretty good. They said, "Come around the next day, had a look at it," and he goes, "We'll put in an application." They were a bit slack with the application, and back to RACV, but it finally went in on Saturday. But somehow, in between that, I submitted Harley's car to get repaired as well because he had a bit of a bingle.
In what, the C63?
No, the Amarok. Driving to work last Tuesday morning when it was foggy, car cut across 3 lanes and took out his front guard and a bit of the door. So I took that car in a couple of days later, a week later, and it's already approved and it's going in tomorrow. But my van's still being assessed. So strange. Maybe because it's my fault. So I'm claiming for it. Maybe there's an issue there. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yes, so that's pretty much the car updates with the van and now Harley's car. But it's frustrating in trying to get it repaired and whatnot. So, but it'll get done one way or the other. Oh, that's another thing. I went to see Ford. I went to Essendon Ford to see if I can cancel all the parts because I was going for insurance. They go, nah, they're special order parts and we can't send them back. But you still haven't got the parts. They're still not coming. So you've given me the wrong part for starters. It doesn't help. So, and you still haven't got the corner piece, the crucial piece. So it's the long plastic mold on the left-hand lower quarter and the corner mold. And they're going, yeah, we'll get it in for you, but we can't cancel it. How's that?
Have you paid for them already?
They won't take an order unless you pay for it.
Wow.
I'll never deal with them again, and I'll never get my car serviced with Essendon Ford either. But that's just poor business, I reckon.
Did you tell the panel beater you've ordered the parts?
Yeah. and they'll look at they said they'll look at the price and sort of lower. I had a couple other little dents and a couple other repairs I need to do, so they'll work in those other
Mhm.
repairs with the parts, so it'll balance out.
Mm.
But they were real good. The panel beaters were good, so
Okay.
they're just off Assembly Drive in Keeler Park there,
Mm. Yeah.
so they're close. So the guy was real friendly. The shop looks clean, looks good.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty comfortable and pretty happy with them. So we'll see how they
It's a
go.
pretty good indicator, isn't it? If you go into a place that looks like a bomb's gone off, you sort of think,
Mm.
oh, I don't know about that.
Well,
But,
funny you say that because my niece's car got smashed a couple of weeks back, and got written off with a FedEx truck.
oh,
The cousin, the nephew was sitting at the driveway. It's a massive driveway to a new data center, and the truck, instead of going out onto the road, he's cut across the driveway and took out his whole front guard, bumper bar, bonnet, the whole
oh,
lot,
oh,
Oh.
the tray,
oh,
yeah, on the car. Anyway, I took it to a panel shop in Thomastown, preferred recommended panel shop from the insurer.
Mm.
Anyway, sister and I went to pick up the car. The actual bonnet didn't align with the right hand side. Oh, sorry, the left hand side, passenger side, didn't line up at all with the guard that wasn't hit. It didn't line up with the new guard that was put on. Everything was all skew if and up high
Mm.
like that.
oh,
There was chips on the new bumper bar, and it replaced only one section of the lower plastics that were broken, but put the old plastics in for
oh,
the lower part of the bumper bar. Didn't even bother cleaning it. And then when you opened up the bonnet, the insulation on the bonnet was just hanging.
Oh my.
oh,
How do they give
oh,
a car back like that? I don't understand. Where is your pride and workmanship?
Oh, I'll go to my sister. We're not just going to leave it here. Just let them fix it. So we're supposed to go and pick it up today, but yesterday, but haven't had the call yet. So I'm not sure what they're doing. But
what sort of car were you talking about?
it's got a Vox Series Golf 7.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yep, yep,
It's a comfort line or high line or
yep,
whatever model,
yep.
up spec one. So it's a nice car. The niece doesn't look after it anyway.
Oh,
Shocker, she, curbs to rims and there's little
Mm.
scuff marks on the sides, and it's just the car's just absolute mess. It's all the makeup's in there, the whole lot. She
okay.
just anyway. So and they probably looked at the rest of the car and they go, the rest of the car looks pretty crappy, even though it's a nice new
Mm.
car. So they probably go, we're not going to worry about it too much either.
Mm.
But that's not the point.
No.
No,
If
absolutely not.
you're replacing the guard, a bonnet, a bumper bar, you make sure it's all like new.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
yep.
And it wasn't. So yeah, we said we're not going to accept it. And they go, yeah, no problems at all. We were nice about it. They were nice about it. And they might have been pissed in the background and upset that we're
Mm.
picking at it. But when you see
Well, maybe they knew.
a 4 mil
Maybe they
gap at the
realised.
front and a 1 mil gap, sorry, a 4 mil gap at the back and 1 mil gap at the front, and you go, nah.
No.
I
Yeah.
wonder, how many people though would look at that. The last time they saw the car, the front was hanging off it, and the lights were broken, and
Mm.
it was all smashed and creased. And they go back and they go, "Wow, that looks so good."
Mhm.
It,
Yeah.
yeah, it. I don't think a lot of people. Well, once it's repaired, they think, "Oh, great, it looks fantastic." I don't know a lot of people look that closely.
Yeah.
And that's why they probably weren't that fast. They thought, oh, well, we're not going to get away with this one. The guy's onto us, sort of thing. But how many others go out without any, so much as a query, I wonder.
Yeah, so anyway, when the car comes back, I'll give it a nice clean and a buff, and it's going in for a service on Friday as well. So I had to book that for him because I don't know. Anyway,
Because you're the car person in the
that's,
family,
that's
Rob.
what a good uncle does.
Hands up all the car people and their families.
Yeah, we're probably not as big a car people as you two, but anyway, I'm sort of only halfway there. But yeah, so I booked that in for this Friday, and then the Mustang in for the following Friday. Haven't driven that much either, the Mustang.
I bet you that's not going back to Essendon Ford, is it?
No, never. No,
Yeah.
not going to Essendon or Bayford, so I'm running out of Ford dealers.
Yep.
So run out. I'm not going to Sunbury because of all the bad experience I had with Sunbury Ford. Not going to Bayford's because of all the bad experience I've had with the warranty on the Transit. Lack of communication, lost my keys, all sorts of things happen there.
Oh,
And I'm not Essendon Ford now. I've done their dash with the spare parts. So
hang on, lost your keys. Did they find them again?
they found them after a couple of hours. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, just hanging around, waiting for keys.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was an experience. I'm possibly looking at retirement in a couple of months.
Oh, wow. All right.
So I'll have plenty of time to work on the Leyland and the SEC because Sid's hasn't done anything. He done a bit more high fill on it, probably less than what it was done on other people's cars. Yeah,
Hmm.
but I'll just get stuck into it and get it done. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I need to get it all back together so I can take it to the upholsterers and get all the interior retrimmed because
Mhm.
all the seats are going hard in it and all the fabrics and it's torn away at the stitches and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
just need to get it all redone and freshened up inside interior. And my son's mate, his dad's a automotive trimmer. He works out of Hoppers Crossing. He's done some nice custom cars, like $100,000 car, sort of
Nice.
like show cars.
Mm.
So hopefully you'll do a good job on mine. I'm sure he will. So just yeah, I want to get that together. So once I retire in September, I've got another couple of months.
Exciting.
I'll start working on the cars, get the SEC out the way, get the P76 out, and get that cleaned up and get that on the road.
Mhm.
And I don't think I'll do the CE, so that'll be good. Yeah. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, awesome. Oh, very good. Well, welcome Chad to the podcast. How are you, Chad?
Hello, guys. How are you?
Yeah,
Good,
good,
mate.
mate.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Good to
Excellent.
see you, buddy.
Sorry for being late.
Mate, there's no time better than the present, Chad, as they say.
That's what I
So,
keep.
a car. We just had a car talk, car scoop. Rob retiring in a few months. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
very exciting, man.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
I thought, you
Yep.
know what? I'm not going to be any richer in a year or two. So, life's too short. So,
Mm.
60, 61's, I think, a good age. And I'll still have a few good years ahead and riding bikes, working on cars, going on holidays.
you
Mhm.
got to enjoy it, right? Yeah,
Yep.
Exactly.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
very good, man. That's very exciting.
Yeah. I wish I was 40 again, but hey, 30. Oh, hell, geez, they were good days.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. David Prince, updates with you, my friend.
Been a couple. Had the first service done on the Hyundai and had a recall, oh no, a campaign. They don't call them recalls. A campaign done on
Campaign, yeah.
at 1500 Ks. There's been a fault software glitch reported in America, obviously, because there's a gazillion of them over there. Something to do with the emergency braking sort of thing that can actually apply without warning. So evidently ours is
Mm.
going to do that now. So that's good. Best case scenario. That was very easily done. The car was done it was just an inspection, 1500 Ks. And yeah, I had it there at 7:30. It was done by 9 and yeah, picked it up. One thing I noticed when we did pick it up actually, and I didn't know whether to say anything. I thought, no, blow it. I may as well. That the alignment of the bonnet wasn't quite right. There's a couple of mil out. There's a swage line that sort of runs from the front door into the bonnet. And as you open the driver's door, when I opened it for the first time, I looked and I thought, that's not lined up, you know.
Mm.
And I took a photo of it, and then I went and had a look on the other side, just casually, nonchalantly, and yeah, it was also a little bit out on that side, but not as bad. So anyway, they said no, that's we should have noticed that, but it's not just a matter of the mechanic, loosening the bolts and moving the bonnet over. They've reported it to Hyundai, and it'll have to go to a panel shop and all those sorts of things. So
Mhm.
we'll worry
Jeez.
about that in time to come. It doesn't stop the wheels from going around, so that's completely fine.
Mm.
Been driving the Integro a bit, which has been really nice. Have had that back to play with. Our club's actually doing a 40th anniversary of the Integra morning tea, coffee and cars thing on the 21st of June down in Moorabbin. So I want to have it ready for that. So that's gone in today to have just a check over because it's sort of sat for quite a while. It's only done probably 500 Ks in the last 2 years. So I just want to get it checked over and sorted out. Sort of fell into another scamp, as you do.
Sort of.
Sort of.
Fell into it.
I don't go looking for these things, Rob. I assure you. They just
He quite literally was walking in and he was, oh no, I've fallen in.
oh
There you go.
no, oh no.
It's like those reels on Instagram where it's just like, how did you end up buying this? And it was just like walking and falls over, trips, and his like card goes
Yeah.
onto the
Yeah.
terminal. It's like, oh, I've ended up with a new car. What have I
Yeah,
done?
yeah. It's funny how that happens. Funny, really funny how that happens. I knew about this one a few years ago. A guy in the club had bought a couple of cars from the other side of the border, probably 5 or 6 years ago, and disposed of
Mexico.
running. Sorry?
Mexico. I thought it was.
Mexico. Yep. Disposed of one of them through the club to a bloke then who didn't ever do anything to it and then had to move house. So that one ended up with my son, and that's 80% done. And that's going to be probably one of the best in the world, I reckon, the way that he's gone to town on that. And one of the other cars that he had to bring back on a trailer was a shell of an LN, so the van version of the Scamp. It was had no engine in it, didn't have glass in it, and the fellow that had that hung on to it because he was going to get to it, going to get to it, going to get to it. Realized he wasn't going to get to it, so he was talking about selling it. I thought I just can't. The thought of another project like that, I don't really need and have the space or anything. So he sold it to a mate who's in another car club, who's a retired panel beater and mechanic. And he, bit like soon to be Rob, Zadai. So but he also gave him a going 600 Scamp, so the big block 600cc Scamp. But that was very rusty. So fast forward a couple of years, and the guy in our club rang and said, "Oh, my mate who took the LN on has decided that he's found it. I think he's in the BMC club, and he'd found that he wanted he'd found an MG midget or something. Can't remember what it was. Not important to the story. And decided, well, we'll move the LN on. And my mate wanted me to advertise around the club, so I said, send me some details. So he sent me a photo of it running. So it now has a 600cc engine from the Rusty car in it, with a disc brake front end from the 600s that the 360s didn't have. He's put all the glass in it, got a new front window seal, fixed all the electrics on it. So it's a running, going car. It just doesn't stop because the brakes haven't been sorted out yet. But I thought, oh, okay, well, that's a different proposition in as much as a lot of the hard work's done. So, yeah, a few discussions were had backwards and forwards, and yeah, so now I've got that as well. But the main reason I got it is because it's actually falls into the class of very cool cars that everyone on the Car Talk podcast loves. It's a station wagon. It's not a panel van. It's actually got a factory rear seat in it. Having said that, the car's like 3.5 meters long, if that. So there's not a lot of room in the back seat. But it's all factory, and I didn't know that there were any station wagons in Australia. So
I don't think I've ever seen one, or let alone a picture of one, David Prince. So
Yep.
I knew they did vans, and I knew they did normal ones, but I didn't know they did like station wagons. It's pretty cool.
Well, they're a Japanese brochure in English, and I'm pretty sure we were the only market that got them outside Japan. Is of the van version, and there's one line in it that says also available as a station wagon,
Wow.
which had chrome wheel trims, sliding side windows, which this car doesn't have. But yeah, I thought, okay, well, that's a different proposition again. So yeah, so surprise,
So
surprise.
so we all know David Prince likes a set, and you've got the set now.
Got the
So
set. Yes. So, and being so rare and unusual, and the fact it has a 600 engine, which they never had from the factory.
mm,
So it's sort of like a sports wagon, really, if you
mm.
look at it. It's a Scamp sports wagon. So I think
Magnum sports wagons eat your heart out.
exactly right. Exactly right. So the rarity of it allows for it to be somewhat individualized. So nice set of little 10-inch Contessa mag wheels and a few bits and
Oh.
pieces. And
High booster motor.
I boost.
That would be
Actually, I know someone who works on high boosted powered radical race cars, so probably that wouldn't be a bad idea, actually.
I think you would frighten a lot of people at the lights, David Prince, to be like, bloody hell, what was that?
You would.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Yeah, so that's sort of fallen into my life too. That's not a 1 month project. That's a bit longer, but Rome wasn't built in a day. But talking about frightening people at the lights, I'm about to send out around an ad. We have a gentleman in our club who's come along to a couple of events. He has a first gen Honda Jazz that they bought new in 2007, I think he said. They drove it for 4 or 5 years. Their son learned to drive in it and all that. Then they parked it. Sadly, his wife, who had driven the car, had passed away in that time, and but they couldn't part with the Jazz, but he somewhat enhanced the Jazz so that it now has a fully engineered K20 transplant.
Oh,
So it's not so much a jazz as a sports jazz, as you like, I suppose, theme of the night. Fully engineered, a list as long as your arm,
wow.
specifications, but done absolutely superbly, like absolutely by the book and completely. It's got Alcantara, dash and door trims and steering wheel and stuff.
Wow.
Um, all the suspension's been done. It's all mapped, all chipped. You name it. It's got it.
Which gen is it, David?
It's the first gen,
First gen, yeah,
so
GD.
GD.
Awesome.
Some photos, Joe. Well, you'll see it. It'll come around. You'll see it, won't you?
Yeah.
They it's just a silver jazz. You look at it and think, oh, that looks good. That's got some nice wheels on it. What you don't see is what's under the bonnet, of course.
Mm.
There's no secret because it's going to be in the ad. He's actually asking $60,000 for it,
Oh, jeez.
which is less
Oh,
than what
A
it's.
bit of coin.
It's less than the receipts that he's got. And just before we came on the podcast, I was checking out Facebook, waiting for the invite. Um, I think I might let the guys from Mighty Carlods know about it. That might be something they're interested in.
absolutely.
But yeah, he's got receipts for quite a bit more than that. But that's what he's. I mean, look, it's a very limited market. Someone who's going to spend that much on a first gen jazz, but strange things have happened.
Mm,
So did he
absolutely.
do the swap him like he
No,
commissioned it or?
it was done by a workshop in Richmond, in Ringwood, called Rev Zone.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yep. All properly plumbed in, all properly mapped. You name it, it's been done to it. And the ad will just have the sort of the basics. And if you want any more information, you need to let him know. But yeah, it's, as I said, very limited market. Someone prepared to spend that sort of money on a jazz. But if that's the dream, like they're it's almost got a Mighty Car Mods tax on it before Mighty Car Mods
Yeah,
even had one.
far out. Like K20's been done. Like I've seen a couple of jazzes like overseas. I've never seen one in Australia done. But that would be it'd be that'd be such a quick car. Like just be
Oh,
so light. It'd
total
weigh
lie.
nothing.
Yep, yep.
What does a jazz weigh? Like like 1,000 kilo?
Yeah, 1100 maybe, or
Okay.
950, 1150, or 1050 or something like that. Something, yeah, not a heavy car,
No.
especially the first gens. But a cracking little car, very popular with
Mm,
nugget races and stuff like that.
mhm,
Very, very good aftermarket support for parts.
mm.
Yeah, very cool little car.
Absolutely, yeah, that is cool. Hold that thought about the jazz because that was going to be one of our topics for tonight. But I'll talk not the jazz in general, but you'll understand why very
Okay,
shortly.
okay, yep. Hold that
So,
thought.
so they're your updates, David.
They're my updates. Thank you.
Chad, updates with you, man.
Types with me. Haven't really done a lot to be honest. I've just been waiting for parts to come in for the Magna, just bits and
Yeah.
pieces.
Have you got your clutch fork yet?
No, it's on order. It's has to come from Japan,
Golden
out of
Week's
all
finished.
places. Yeah, look, I got an email from them last week. They said the part number that you've ordered is obsolete, but they gave me a new part number, and that seems to check out,
Okay.
like for like type thing, and still a Mitsubishi part number. So fingers crossed that is the right one. Just got to wait for it to come in. The ETA is the 30th of June.
Okay.
Okay.
And so that's into their warehouse and then a shipping from them to my address, essentially.
Okay.
Nice.
So I don't know, probably looking at mid-July at this point. I'm waiting for the other part, which is the little pivot mount
Hmm.
or pivot ball. I keep forgetting what they're called. Waiting for that. That got dispatched a couple of days ago or yesterday, I think, and
Good.
that seems to be a local part. So yeah, I'm expecting that to rock up in the next week or so. What else have I done? Nothing. It's been pretty quiet on cars for me. yeah, just been trying to find some time to work on them, and
Yeah.
just life has been busy. But
Mm.
otherwise, yeah, you know, took my car to the car wash on Saturday, Sunday, and gave it a nice little spray down.
Oh,
And it
thanks,
immediately
buddy.
got it
Yeah,
immediately got destroyed by
Yeah, the weather.
muddy rain and you
Yeah.
know
got nuked.
spray from trucks. Yeah.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, no, that's all for me.
do you actually work out whether it was actually the throw, the fork, or what was actually the problem with the car?
Uh not like 100%, but the only thing we can think of is that it's the fork that's worn, or it's the pivot ball that's inside that's worn. Yeah. Until I drop the gearbox again and replace those bits, I'm not gonna know.
And the,
Mm.
But
fi- the
it's
fingers
the
are all right.
last.
They haven't collapsed or anything.
Not as far as I can tell. Looking in there, it all looks still good. But yeah, and again, it's one of those things. Gearbox is going to come off to actually inspect it properly. So
Mm.
if it is a clutch, spring issue or something, it's obviously I've got to get the box off anyway. So
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah, it's just waiting for parts, and then I'll make some time to get the gearbox off again and see how we go.
It'll be a 20-minute box out now because like you guys have done it like
By this point, yeah, I mean,
yeah,
I feel like we can do a time trial and see.
yeah.
We
Pit
can,
stop.
yeah,
See how
yeah,
quick you can do it.
yeah, exactly. We'll set ourselves a challenge. We'll do it under half an hour, that sort of thing.
Yeah. It'd be driving in an hour, in and out. That's
Oh, well, geez. I mean, I hope so. Yeah.
very good, Chad.
But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Updates with me, obviously been not able to do much. But Ed took me out on Saturday. He came pick me up and said yeah, you're getting out of the house, and that
It was
was
like
nice.
community service, wasn't it?
It was
Yep.
literally community service. So he come pick me up, and went and did some stuff on the laser. So did notice that it's had paint on the driver's side, and when they've painted the doors or whatever they've done, they must have put like some cheap when they've taken the inside of the doors out, they must have put some cheap door handles in it because I went to open the door when I was driving. I was like, I almost cut my finger. I was like, what the hell? Like it was like the what's it called?
Silver plating, sort of.
The silver plating was chipping off and like cutting. I was like that's never happened on and I checked the other side. The other side were genuine Mazda parts. These were cheap Taiwanese replicas. So took one of the ones spare ones I had and bought another one and installed that. Fixed the speaker because the speaker wasn't working. So I think maybe when it got hit or something, the speaker got damaged. So I replaced the speaker, put a new plastic liner inside the door as well.
Nice.
Then I replaced the lights behind the dashboard in the center stack because they were like one of them was blown, so I just replaced them both. Put that in. Replaced the gear knob gaiter and the gear boot, I should say. Put some pedal pads on it. Like just did some little tidy up jobs for the interior that'll make it worthwhile. So I did that, and I think that's pretty much all I have done with cars. I've just been not able to really do much with them. So yeah, that's been my updates, gentlemen. Now, getting back to what you were saying, David Prince, about the jazz. A good friend of the show, Floyd Haynes, who's a
Yep.
listener of the show, lovely guy. Big shout out to you. He's always asking or putting forward questions for the podcast. And the question he asked is the following: what were the cars that the car company should have made? So,
Oof.
and he's given us a couple to start with. He said an FG RTV Ute because they didn't do an RTV in the FG.
Yeah.
VE/VF Crewman because they didn't do them in a Crewman. And I was like, oh yeah, that's a great that is a great topic to begin with. He also mentioned the Jazz. He said, imagine a Jazz Type R. I think a Jazz Type R, or even like a Jazz RS or something like a sporty, like a hot Jazz,
Yep.
to take on like a Suzuki Swift Sport, Fiesta ST, i20N,
Yep.
because they are. I mean, Chad, you'd know this, especially like Nuggets and stuff like that. They are such a popular, tuning platform. the aftermarket support for that car is ridiculous. Like, I didn't realize how full on it is. You can, if you want it, you can buy it for that car.
Yeah.
Um, I work with a guy that's got a really highly modified, like first gen Jazz in yellow, and
Yep.
he's like, yeah, you can just buy everything for it. And the fact that they didn't do one is, I thought it was it's probably a bit of a bit of a misstep from Honda because fundamentally it was a really good car.
Definitely a
Oh,
missed opportunity. Yeah.
totally agree. The other thing I really wish they had have done on the Jazz platform was a little convertible like an MX-5 competitor.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's such a great chassis and such a good size for that sort of thing. It wouldn't have been hard. I mean, the S2000 was quite expensive at the time when they came out, but imagine S1500.
How much was an S2000 when they were new, Dave? Like what, 60?
Yeah, they were around that. I can't remember exactly, but they were not cheap.
It's a lot of
And
dollars.
they're 60 now.
Yeah. So they came out in 2000, didn't they?
Yeah, I think you're right.
2000. Yeah.
2000 or not, or yeah. Because the concept was mid.
99, 99
Yeah, no,
maybe.
no, okay.
Yeah.
What's the little two-door sports version? Is it S5000? Is that what you got, Dave?
No, there's an S660, which is a K car with a
Yeah,
660cc engine.
something
They're
looks like
cool.
a
Yeah. But yeah, something in the middle would have been perfect,
Mm.
15.5. Especially now they've got that 1.5 turbo. Imagine it graduating to the 1.5 turbo and a six speed. Now that'd be,
Oh, that'd be like they've got the fundamentals of that car there. Like it's it if they would have done a what most car companies do to make a hot one, like with the hot hatches, they put a bigger engine in it. Like really, like it's lower the suspension a little bit and put
yep.
some bigger wheels and a body kit and happy days. Or, send it off to the public. I think that the Jazz platform has been crying out for a hot one. And I don't think they've ever done a hot Jazz. Like
Now there is an RS available in Japan.
there is now.
From the
Yeah.
GE. Well, from the GE there was as well.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it wasn't. It was alloy wheels and fog lights pretty much.
Mm. So it wasn't like a proper hot one.
Wasn't a proper hot one, no.
For me, that's such a big loss. Like them and the Mazda 2 as well. Like they never did a hot Mazda 2, which is funny because that car is a Fiesta ST underneath. Like it's the same
Oh,
chassis.
yeah, same chassis.
Um,
Oh, okay.
so like they share the B car platform, and they could have just said, "Hey Ford, can we just borrow some bits?" Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's fundamentally the same car. So,
same
um,
color.
so you could get them in the same color, correct? Um, they could have just said, considering how many Mazda 2s they sold over Fiestas, I mean, they sold a lot of Fiestas, but they sold a crap ton more Mazda 2s. Surely someone would have bought a hot one. Like it's
Oh, I saw a Jazz recently on one of the Facebook pages with an NSX motor in it.
when engine bigger.
Oh,
Yep.
Bloody hell!
Jeez.
wow.
So somewhere in Japan, someone's done it.
Wow,
Wow.
that would be terrifying.
That's nuts.
It's sitting inside the car, yeah. It's
Oh yeah,
hanging in the back of it, yeah.
It's like real. Oh, so it's rear engine
And it's
mounted and all
rear-wheel
that.
drive, yeah. I don't think it's front-wheel drive anymore.
it's a Clio V6, but in
Yeah.
a
Honda shit.
in a Jazz version.
In the Jazz.
Like I just think there's so many opportunities for that because it wouldn't be that hard to make cars like that happen because it's you've got all the bits for it. Just kind of engineer it to work a little bit, and
Yep.
if the aftermarket and the tuning scene can make these things happen, putting a K20 in a Jazz or putting a 1.5 turbo in a Jazz, if that can be done by aftermarket people who just said, oh yeah, we can make that work and bolt it up to existing gearboxes or putting different whatever it is, and making engine mounts and making them road legal. Surely there would have been people at the I mean Honda is I think now quite a conservative company in terms of the way they do things, but they've still got Type R program, and the
That's
Type
right.
R and the Type R program is really arguably I think still one of the if not the best performance program in the thing because they don't water their brand down by just having an R line or stuff like that like other companies do.
Yep.
It is a special car if it's a Type R. Like if it's got an R badge, it's a special car. They could have, the Jazz is pretty much an EK9 size, really. these days. You know, they've got all that, you know, all that pedigree there. You know, they had the small one in the Civic Type R, then they had the slightly bigger one in the Integra Type R, the ultimate one in the NSX, you know, R. So I think that's a real
Missed opportunity.
missed opportunity. Yeah, yeah, missed opportunity. Which is, you know, considering in the aftermarket how popular they are, I think that's a big one.
Hmm. It's funny. I mean, they're huge in Japan in the rental fleet and the
Mm,
sort of business, fleet cars, sales reps and things like that. Especially the shuttles, the station wagon versions that we didn't get here, except now as grey import.
mhm,
But it's funny in Europe they're considered an old person's car. So
mm,
they produced Jazzes in the UK for quite a while at Swindon, but
mm,
it was a bit of a running joke amongst people who had Jazzes that they were just bought by old people.
mm,
So yeah, there was certainly they didn't think there was the demand to do a hot version. I'm sure,
mm.
given the demographic that it was attracting. But yeah, there's certainly. I mean, we're different sort of people, aren't we? In that we want the sporty or the cooler version of most things.
But
You can get them.
David, when you say that, but like Japan, like Mugen and
Yeah,
Spoon, they all make parts for it there. Like,
true.
you know, they've made their house, you know, like they've made a spoon, you know, jazz that will fit or whatever it's called over there, which they beat on a racetrack, and like, you know, you surely that they're saying, oh well, if the tuning companies are getting behind these, and these are massive names, yeah, like these, you
Mhm.
know, Mugen and Spoon are like arguably the leaders in Honda, you know, tuning companies. The fact that they're doing it, surely they would have said, you know what, that's actually not a bad idea. Let's make our own one.
Yeah.
Um, you know, they did city turbos. You know, that they're not adverse to a hot small car. Um, so yeah, I just think that's a really that's a big missed opportunity because you know the hot hatch or the affordable hot hatch, you know, little segment is pretty much gone now. Like there's the only thing that's left is i20N or a Suzuki Swift Sport. So yeah, kind of a real
Is the
big missed
sport in the new
opportunity.
one?
I don't know. There's not. They carried the previous shape Sport over for a while. Um,
Oh, okay. Yep. Yep.
Um, and I don't know if they're still selling it anymore, but like I know in Japan that they were selling them side by side. So
Okay. Yep.
yeah, bit of a sad one. So I'm going to leave it in your capable hands, gentlemen. What are some missed opportunities from car companies? They don't have to be the hot one. They could have just been a really cool version of it. Um,
I think Toyota are on the right track, aren't they, with their GRs?
they
And
are, yes, yep,
Yeah.
agreed.
hopefully the other Japanese companies will follow suit.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's interesting that, obviously you think of the GR Corolla and the GR Yaris, but they actually now do it. They do a GR Cruiser, they do a
Hmm.
GR Rav, they do a GR, what's the baby crossover? Yaris
Corolla
Cross.
Cross. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, Cross. Okay.
And they do a GR, oh, the train's crashed. Um,
Oh,
yeah, but they're not as full on as the that's
yeah.
more a badging sort of thing. They're not as full on as the Corolla and the Yaris.
And it's unfortunate Nissan don't have a large enough range to have a certain car to do that to.
Yeah, well, I mean, if Scotty was here, he'd talk about Ash's not Nismo Note.
No, yeah.
They do them in other parts of the world, but yeah, they're just not choosing to do it here.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay.
It's not for like a try on a thing. Like, you know, the Nissan Z, it is a good performance car, and the Nismo they've just offered it now with a manual, which is what people have been begging for. But watch it sell three versions of it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not for lack of trying. I just think the demand of those things are gone. You know, like it's as sad as it is to say. So yeah, like if
Volkswagen to do a Caddy R.
did they do a Caterham?
No, I'd like them
Oh,
to.
oh
Have
yeah.
you seen the Caddy R convert? Have you seen the Caddy conversion, the R conversion on YouTube?
No.
Guys actually got all the R parts and threw it in the Caddy. The dash,
Wow.
interior, the motor, the whole lot. It's
Wow.
yeah, looks
Okay.
good. Yeah,
That'd be cool. That would be cool.
Mhm.
there you go. There is one out there, but it's not factory.
So, David Prince, when your DSG decides to finally give up the ghost, what we're going to do is we're going to buy a wrecked Golf R and just just combine.
Nice, nice.
I'm sure it'd work. I'm sure it would just slide over the top.
Surely.
There were a few little differences, and there's a bit of work in getting it all working. I think that the actual engine management system as well was a bit of a sort of a hard thing to do, but you got
Yeah.
there. You got there.
I've got a red stripe across my grill, so I'm sort of halfway there, and I've got the Highline Golf alloy wheels on it, so it
It
actually.
does look good with those wheels, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
I watched it a couple of weeks ago, and which is really hard this weather trying to keep it looking good. And someone actually said to me, "Did you get a new van?" I said, "No, no, this is now 6 years old. I've had it, like it's the same van." Yeah, so when it scrubs up, it looks good.
Have you got it lowered?
No, no,
Better
no.
get it lowered. I lowered my Golf. That's the first thing I did.
Actually, the
20
back part of it's lowered. The back part, it does sit high in the front because of all the
Load it
gear
up.
in the back. All the archaeological dig of stuff that I've got, and layers of stuff I've got in there that's where that went. Oh, okay.
You go in for like you find things you haven't seen in 6 years, David, for instance.
Exactly right. Every time I do a deep dive into the back, drop something usually. Oh, yeah.
Would you look at that?
Isn't Mazda coming out with a hot car again?
What was that, Rob?
Mazda. Are they not coming out with a hot? There's a hot
They've been talking that
Rotary.
they've been doing this or doing that, but nothing's really come to fruition yet.
I've
So
seen two that the Mazda 2 ship must have come in. I've seen two brand new Mazda 2s on the road in the last week, like brand spanking, completely brand new plate. The inside the wheel arches is completely shiny and tire black's still on the car. It's still the same car. How long has that model been running like now? That is an old design.
Isn't that great? Your car never dates.
Yeah.
yeah,
It still looks good, I've got to say. I mean, there's nothing jarringly terrible about it, but it's an
Chrysler,
old car now.
yeah, Chrysler are good at that. Don't change it. Run it for 14 years or something.
If it ain't broke.
don't fix this. So what do we think? So we've got a caddy R for David Prince, who would be the one and only buyer of that car.
Him and everyone else that needs a wagon.
van.
Oh, sorry, a fast, yeah, like wagon type thing, a
Yeah.
work van.
Get me there on time.
Absolutely.
I mean, me in general, I just wish there was a wagon version of every
Everything.
sedan ever made.
Yep.
I think that would make it, just give us the choice.
Now, I'm guessing what Matty sent round earlier is AI.
Yeah, yeah.
My goodness, a Type R Civic wagon looked amazing. It
God, it
looked
looked good. Did
What
you
was
not
that,
think that
Matty?
looked good? I'll show you. This guy mocked up a Type R version of like a wagon Type R.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll show
Oh,
you.
okay.
It looked the business. Like it looked awesome. Check this out. Hang on.
Yeah, that worked.
That looks
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
better than the hatch.
I think it does too. I think that looks. I think it looks epic. Like
Looks
As
right.
well.
It looks
So-
like it should be.
yeah, it looks.
You'd
It's
correct.
like
think of how much you'd save buying one of those instead of an M3 wagon.
Oh mate, I'd have one of those all day over
Oh,
M3
oh,
wagon.
no.
I like the idea of an M3 wagon, but only for the first 2 years and then get rid of it.
That kind of reminds me of like how they made the Accord Euro wagon in the for the European market. That
Yeah.
looks so good.
Mm.
And it kind of like when I first saw one, I was like, man, that it's like such a natural looking car.
Yeah.
It's how it should have been released
been.
everywhere. Yet we didn't get that here, obviously.
A guy
It was considered too close to Odyssey. They thought it would cannibalize Odyssey sales.
whatever.
It's so weird. It's like I don't feel like it's even the same market that's looking at those two cars.
Not at all. Not at all. That I explained.
Odyssey is 6-seater, 7-seater, different configuration, obviously. So no one's looking for a 5-seater wagon who's going to consider an Odyssey. Anyway,
No, that's right.
just ranting.
I reckon, look, when our population goes to, 300 million, the way we're going, we'll have a larger selection of cars, I think.
Yeah, they'll all be Chinese.
Doesn't matter.
Tell you what I do like. I mean, this is kind of getting off topic, but the BYD CL wagon. I'm really into it.
Mm.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
think
just
that
glad that someone's making a wagon again.
Mm.
that's a good looking car.
It's a good looking car, and it looks natural again. Like
It does.
the sedan looks good, but then you look at the wagon and go, yeah, why wouldn't it be a wagon? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like people, it's like car companies have to think about making wagons, but when they make them and it like they hit the right points, and then you're like, well, yeah, of course, you know.
100%. Like I think we mentioned that car a few times on this show, but like it just it look I think it looks better in a wagon too. Like I
Oh,
think it finishes it off really nicely. So
I
yeah,
agree.
Holden did it with the VE and VF. They made the sports wagon, and it's a good looking wagon. And
Yep.
I said to people before, Ford should have done it with the Falcon, um, but they're like, no, they would have taken the same thing you said, David, about cannibalizing. It would have cannibalized territory sales,
That's
and I'm like,
right.
territory's a seven-seater first and foremost,
And it's an SUV.
and it's
It's
an
a higher
SUV.
seating position.
Yeah.
Different
Yeah.
market.
Different market again.
Like, why didn't they? ugh. I mean, look, to be fair, the B series wagon was only ever sold as an XT or a Futura from memory, and it went into Mark III, which the sedans didn't, and it sold alongside the FG. Um, but like it was such a, and it was only sold to Fleet Sales and Telstra. They're the people that bought them
Yeah.
in the end. But I think the Holden sports wagon proved that, and they sold that alongside the Captiva.
Yeah.
Mm.
It proved that a wagon was very much liked, and the fact that you could get like an SS wagon and a manual, like, oh yes,
Yes.
please.
You know what I think will
It's a lot of car.
Oh my God, yeah.
sell well is a Mustang four door or
I
four
think
door.
they had that already, Rob. I think it's called the EMAC.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not like that. That's crap. Proper V8 Mustang four door.
Yeah. Yeah.
They have it, Rob. Do you know what it was called?
No,
Falcon.
Falcon GT.
but that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what it
Bring
was
it back.
called.
Bring it back.
I agree, bring it back. I mean, they won't ever do it, but there's been some renderings of a four-door. Have you guys seen the renderings of the four-door Mustangs? Like actually, just it looks good. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Yeah, like it should be done.
It works.
So, yeah, I don't know. That's pretty sad that that doesn't exist. But Rob, correct me if I'm wrong, but they concepted a P76 wagon. Is that true?
They built two in the factory.
Yeah.
They used one as a workhorse.
Wow.
Oh, really?
And it really worked. It was a much a much nicer, sorry, Rob, don't listen, nicer looking car than the sedan.
I think so. Yeah, it
Oh,
was.
you agree? Oh, good. Phew.
Even with the 4.7 coupe too. I think that was a nicer car too. And
Do you-
if they
I'm not going
gave
to die on that hill, but the wagon, it worked as a wagon best, I thought. It really looked cool.
but I think giving them time, a few model refinements, model changes, and get rid of some of the sharp edges and round things off, maybe they would have been quite a nice car.
Mm,
But they didn't get that chance,
yeah.
unfortunately.
How long was the P76 on sale for, Rob?
About 3 years, 72 to 74.
See, it's not long enough for all that development costs and everything they did to it. Like it just isn't.
What
No.
happened to Leyland?
They were going bust in England, and they pretty much shut everything down and sold everything off.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
That is a shame.
time.
Yeah.
What other one should they have made, gentlemen?
I think Mazda now. I think we talked about this engine the other day, actually, Matty. The new generation of their inline six engines. I think they need to stick that in some sort of a coupe
Mm,
two-door thing, because how is that not like a Supra competitor or a BMW M competitor?
Yep.
It's the perfect platform, at least the engine wise. But I mean, RX-9 with an inline six, I think would fucking sell. I think it would sell like hotcakes.
absolutely. No,
It means
I
a lot
think
to you, Chad. We can tell.
no, I'm with you, Chad. Like it's funny. They've got platforms. If they base their new Mazda 6 platform as a rear-wheel drive platform, they could shorten it, make it a coupe,
Yeah.
and do all those things. Like it wouldn't be hard. I mean, if Australia can figure that out with a Monaro, shortening a Commodore essentially, surely Mazda with all their resources could produce something. Because I said it a few times in the show in the last year or so, like Mazda's a kind of a nothing company for me. They're just hovering now, like they're just there.
They
They've got
make nine
nothing.
different SUVs, and that's all they make.
Yeah,
One hatchback. Like that is it.
And they bring in a 14-year-old Mazda 2 as well.
yeah, yeah.
Round out the range.
Actually,
Yeah.
that would be nice. A Mazda 3 with a straight six in it, a bit like the BMW.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a 130i.
Ooh,
Now
there
we're
you
talking.
go. That would be a
Yeah.
good
That
combination.
that'd be a cracking combination, and it'd be a 130i but reliable. It'd work.
It'll work.
Uh,
Exactly.
no, I'm with you on that. I'm
So I
definitely
think there's, they can do something there for sure.
I'm detecting a theme: wagon, manual, fast.
fast. Yeah,
Mm.
Fast. Hot hatches, fast.
Mm.
I think like why don't we have a Caddy Ute here in Australia?
Well, it started out as a ute.
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
Mm.
The
absolutely.
rabbit.
Wow.
Yeah,
No,
like
it was called a caddy actually. The
yeah,
first gen Golf Ute in America was called the caddy. Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Well, sorry. The first gen Golf in America was the Rabbit, but it was just called Volkswagen Caddy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why that isn't a thing. It's any of those little because but again, I guess with the compensating tax of owning a Ranger or something like that, wanting to compensate for something, it'd be like I'm not buying that small little car, but like Utes, I think there's nothing that has replaced a Falcon Commodore Ute, really, is there? Like there's nothing's replaced it. And people loved those when they were out. Like if 10 years ago, all tradies were driving were Utes or
Mm.
like proper like Australian made Utes.
Mhm.
Properly
Only
made.
some were in dual cabs, and the rest were in vans. Like it's no one makes like a Ranchero or a El Camino or anything like that anymore, and like a car-based Ute. I know in America that the Maverick, the new Ford Maverick's been a bit of a success story because it's the right size. It's a small car-based Ute. That's such an untapped market again. Like
Mm.
if someone was to bring a Ute back, like a car-based Ute that can haul 1 ton, have a 1 ton payload, you know,
Mhm.
whack your tools in it, be far better drive than any of these dual cab Utes, and
The Subaru are trying to bring something back, aren't they?
Uh,
there's been talks about that, but I like that's been like for a few years to bring a Bromby back inverted
Yeah.
commas, but
Yeah.
there's a Rev 4
Yeah.
base ute being talked about as well.
yes, I did see that.
Mm.
That
And
would be
BMW touched on one too, didn't they? The concepts.
BYD,
Hyundai offer one
BMW.
overseas.
BMW.
BMW.
I just think that's such an untapped market. Like that's BMW wouldn't because it's a premium brand. They wouldn't offer a utility, but like imagine a Ute 3 Series. Like
Mm. There is a Ute 5 Series.
there is.
Stuart Appleby, the golfer, actually had one made.
He
Did
did.
you?
Yeah,
E30. It's an M5 too, I think. It was yeah.
I think
There
you're
was a
right.
Middle Eastern country that didn't allow Mercedes to bring in four-door sedans because the cost was too high, the taxes were too high, so they turned them into Utes.
Ah,
So there were actually factory-built Mercedes Utes
Wow.
built in the 60s or 70s.
wow.
Yeah.
There's just so many options. Floyd's given us a few more, which I'll go through with you guys, and I'd love to get your opinion on these because these are quite great yeah, that he's mentioned. He's like Mitsubishi should have offered a 380 wagon, and he was like that would have maybe possibly helped it. Land Cruiser 70 Series 4x2, so that it could be mini trucked, like because people like that, or like a
Oh, yeah.
like a workmate version
Yeah.
of a 70 series. I think that's not a bad idea, to be fair. I think that's a cracking idea. He also said a later model Territory F6X, which I actually laughed at. I thought that was quite funny. Um, he's like keen to see what other people think. Imagine like a Rally Art Triton or a Nismo
Navara.
Navara, like yeah, it's like a properly done one. Like they've got
Like the TRD Hilux.
like the TRD Hilux, absolutely.
Yeah.
What are you saying? The Navara Pro X Warrior thing is not a performance ute, guys? What are you saying?
Chad. It
The Isuzu D Max Blade.
blah,
Is that their hot version?
Well, got stripes,
yeah.
black wheels.
Nice.
Mate.
Budget.
Good stuff.
Like I just think that this, yeah, like that's a cool opportunity. Like the last Mirage they had, Rob, you had one. Your wife loved it. And I know you liked it. You saved my backside in that car. One cold, miserable
Yes.
November evening. Imagine if they would have done like a fun one of that, like like
They sort of did, but didn't get all the way there.
all the way there.
They done all the spoilers and all that and made inside look nice and sporty, but they didn't do anything with the engine.
Yeah.
No.
They should have done the Colt Rally Art, but in a Mirage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same platform or very similar platforms.
There was a Rally Outlancer for a little while.
There was.
Oh,
Yeah,
What's
there was
that, Rob?
Mercedes Ute.
A
Mercedes.
228? Nice.
La pickup.
I think you need one of those, Rob. That would be your perfect car, I reckon.
Yeah.
Ugh.
No.
No?
There's a couple of guys converted their P76s into utes and they look shocking.
Yeah, nah.
Really?
Real bad.
There's a
Yeah.
guy in America who converts EK Civic sedans into utes.
Jeez.
They
Wow.
actually look really cool, like in a mini truck, as they call them.
Mini truck.
Mini truck.
Sure, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I always wanted to actually. I had a Suzuki Swift many years ago, and that was fun, but it wasn't one of those hot hatch versions. That wasn't the GTI. But I always wanted to do a swap and turbo it, and I never got a chance to do it. I reckon that would have been fun just to sleep it. They're so much fun to drive. They're like a go-kart again. I used to love driving the old Suzuki Swift. Yeah.
Yeah, so like that, there are Swifts were a cracking little car.
So out of the cars, I had the Swift, I had a Getz, and the Mirage. I think the Swift was the best out of the three.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so I think the Swift was just a better driving car.
Mm.
Gearbox didn't last long, but it was a good, better car.
I've always liked the Getz. Imagine if they would have done a hot Getz.
Ooh,
I'd be all about that. About
Are we considering the 1.6 big block a hot one?
the 1.6, the big block, or they could have put a 2 liter from what's it called, an Elantra or something.
A
Like they could
Elantra, yeah.
and then
Oh,
swap
so they-
Getz.
an then swapped Getz.
Jeez, that'd be nuts. I mean, that's kind of like K20 swapping a Jazz. That's the same thing. Someone's got to do it, man. Maybe I'll be the first, actually.
Yeah.
Try it out. How much does it get?
You get it for like $500, man. Like they're such a
I've got,
cheap.
like, I've got a Getz for you. It just blew up. It actually dropped the valve, the actual cam
Perfect.
snapped and ruined the motor. I can get one for $200 if you want it. I own a Getz.
You know what would go good in that? Like a Sonata or a Elantra turbo motor, like a 2 liter or 1.6 turbo.
Yeah,
Can you imagine that?
rip.
It would absolutely rip. I've got enough projects, maybe in another lifetime.
Frankensteins.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Any last ones, gentlemen, before we move on to the quiz?
Just because I own one, a 190 wagon, that would have been great.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. That would be
But
nice.
also, like a W116 wagon, a W140.
hmm
I mean, look, come on, it's all. Again, we just come back to wagons.
Yeah.
But
I think they really missed the boat with that because they made E30s in a wagon.
yeah.
Well,
So
they of course rectified in the 202. You could get a wagon, and I reckon they're the
really?
next wagons to. Yeah, W202 wagon.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they did too. You are
I
right.
reckon
Yeah.
that'll be the next wagon to go once people remember them
Mm.
after the 123s and the 124s.
Mm.
Can't tell you the last one I've seen in a wagon. Like, I just don't remember.
Yeah.
They've got the 203. Is it the 203 C36 wagon?
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah, but did the 202 come in any hot version?
it did. It
It did.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again,
I
is that a
used to own one.
C32?
Yes. 36? No, 32. Said 32.
They in a 20 talking in a 202 Chad or a
Yeah,
203?
202.
Yeah, 202 shape.
They
Yep.
did a 36 and they did a 43 in a wagon as well.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, I see 43.
Hectic.
Yes.
Wow.
Ed's mate had one for years and he sold it recently, I think.
Yeah, Benny Musu.
Yeah, a
Oh,
C43 wagon.
really? Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, 12 years.
Apparently he loved it. He thought it was a great car. So
I just drove a basic C class wagon, the current sort of, I don't know, generation, whatever model that number of that is. And it was quite nice. It's quite practical. And it's set on a
Yep.
high on autobahn at 220 pretty nicely as well.
Yeah.
So they're a nice car. I think anything in the wagon's good.
mm,
Yep.
no, I agree.
So car talk top tip. If you car companies want to impress us, you've got to make a wagon, you've
Hmm.
got to make it manual,
Hmm.
and it's got to go fast.
Absolutely, and it's got to go fast.
Straight six turbo, like the Barras.
That's it. Bring it back. Bring it back. I'm looking at what some people have mentioned in this idea. Idea. A few people are saying there's a lot of Honda things that they said it should have been a Honda Fit or Honda Jazz SI would have been the spec again to Versa Fiesta ST. Um, people have said that a V8 should have appeared in a Supra. I don't know how I feel about that one. Um,
That's the Sora.
yeah, that is a Sora. It's exactly
Yeah.
what it is.
That
Or
already
Lexus,
existed.
Lexus
Yeah.
500, is it IS 500, is it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
the new ones.
They're a V8.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, IS 500. It's a sedan. Yeah.
No, there's a two-door. Or is it a LC 500 or something? I'm sure it
Oh,
was.
LC. Yeah, yeah. That's that
LC.
like spaceship looking thing.
Yeah.
mm, yeah, when's that coming out?
It's already out, is it?
Yeah.
LC
Hmm.
500?
Oh, no, LC 500. Sorry, yes, yeah. I think it's about the that concept the GR GT, whatever it's called. That
Oh, that thing. I
yeah,
mean, that's a Supra with a V8 in it.
it is pretty much yeah.
Yeah.
Here's one for you, David Prince. Before you what's it called say sacrilege. People are saying that they should have done. It's got a lot of likes. A Honda S2000 Coupe.
Oh, yes. Have you
Mm,
seen one with a hard top? Man,
yeah, yeah.
bloody hell.
Basically a Supra.
Yeah,
Yeah, the LC
basically.
500. Yeah.
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 One of my all-time favorite looking things is an S2000 with a spoon hard top.
All right.
I'll try and find a photo and send. Man, it is so cool. It essentially just turns it into a. I'll send it in the chat here. Sorry.
Another person said the current M3/M4 without the stupid grill. Yeah, I think we've got some really good options. I think Mitsubishi Mazda need to bring back the Mazda MPS. I think their MPS range was kind of fun in their 3 MPS.
Yep.
Give the Mazda 3 some sort of recognition again because it's a bit of a dying car.
I don't know if that's gonna work.
Cars are
Yeah,
so expensive and out of reach now anyway, so it doesn't
yeah,
really matter
yeah, that's true.
if it's
Oh yeah.
80,000, 70,000, 90,000. Who cares? Like,
Ugh,
who's got that sort
mate.
of money?
No, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, shall we get to the quiz, gentlemen?
Let's go.
I'm going to leave this thought with you and see if we can if we can come back to it and have a think. All right, let's get to the car quiz. So, gentlemen, you know the rules: 10 questions plus some bonus questions. I've got some couple of brochure questions in there as well. I only got 3 plays tonight, but that doesn't mean anything bad. So we got David, we got Rob, and we got Chad. Question 1. Ford, doing nothing good for PR as usual, have said that Kia and Great Wall Motors or GWM are using what as a marketing ploy? They've come out this week and really slammed GWM and Kia for using something as a marketing ploy. What are they using as a marketing ploy in Ford's eyes?
Is it their like Chad? Is it their like EV range or something?
No, incorrect.
Ooh, I'll have a guess. Fear.
Fear. No, incorrect.
Okay.
I don't know. I got no idea.
They said it's a marketing ploy to use Australian suspension tuning, is what they've said. And I've said that that is absolutely ridiculous because, like, at least they're not doing wet timing belts in their engines.
In saying that, didn't Ranger just bring out a new four-cylinder with a cam chain?
With a chain, they've somewhat listened, but it's got like a lot less power.
Yeah.
So that's she says
Yeah. Hey, Steph.
so yeah,
Oh,
so
good.
Ford, you're complaining that they're actually using Australian suspension tuning. Get your bloody engineering right. They also in the same thing complained. Well, the head of Ford, Jim Farley, complained that Australia's manufacturing cost, like engineering costs and stuff, are too expensive here. And he threatened Australia by saying, make it cheaper, otherwise we're going to completely pull out of Australia. I'm like, who are you to say that sort of stuff? Go screw yourself, mate. Question number 2. Holden built 2 one-off models for the 2000 Sydney Olympics to go again with their Olympic edition cars. What 2 models did they build a one-off special for of each?
Oh, that's a good question.
So the one-offs, but they never made production models. Is that right?
So no, it's based off cars in their range, but they made like one-off versions of it. So like they had like upgraded interiors and like extra badging and stuff.
Chad, I'm gonna guess a VT Commodore Coupe.
Incorrect, Chad. Good guess.
Damn.
It's Australian made. It's a good guess.
So there were 2, right? So
2.
they would have made
Point for each.
a
Sorry?
Captiva and a Commodore sedan. I don't know what.
I'll give you 1 point for the Commodore because it was like they did a limited edition one of one Calais.
Yeah.
I'll give you 1 point for that. There was another one of one they did.
I'll go. I guess was probably a Ute.
It was not. It was a Statesman. They did a one of one Statesman and they did a one of one Calais.
Right.
Now I will read to you what that car had because it was quite, it was quite a special, thing made. So there it is there. That's your
Right.
Statesman
Yeah.
with all that badging and like embossed leather and stuff. So it had in 2000, Holden quietly created 2 custom Olympic Holdens for the Prime Minister's Olympic dinner. So it was made for a dinner. Shows where taxpayers' money's going. And they sold for I won't give the amount in one night. So one-off builds for the Sydney Olympics. The cars it was called the Holden Statesman was called the Olympic Dream, and the supercharged Calais was called the Olympic Spirit. They weren't just promo cars. They got bespoke interiors, embroidered seats, Olympic crests, custom clusters, satin silver trim, Harrop brakes, unique wheels, special badging, factory customization. Crazy. Like they're a full proper thing. Now, they got auctioned off that night. How much did they both sell for in combined, like as a combined price?
Rob, take a guess. Combined 200,000.
I'll give closest to 200,000, says Rob.
I'll do 180.
180, says Chad.
I'll go 250.
250. The answer was $190,000.
Oof.
So 0.5 to both Chad and Rob. You got half point each.
Nice.
Nice work.
So very good. Question number 3. Toyota has revealed the next Corolla GR MN, which is their new high-performance version of the Corolla GR, which is coming to Australia next year. What are the 2 major differences that will be made on this car?
I should have read the news release, shouldn't I? I saw that the high performance one was coming. I'll have a guess, Dave. Are they finally putting the 4-cylinder in it?
That's incorrect.
Okay.
Rob and Chad.
They're going to have less options and more money.
You know what? I'll
That's a
give
given.
I'll give you 0.5, Rob. I'll tell you why. Because it's got less seats, so they're taking seats out. It's got 2 seats in it.
Oh,
So,
yep.
so it's a stripped out version of it, and it's obviously going to be a lot more money. What's the other difference that this car's going to have?
Haven't they done that before though?
They did in the Maurizio edition when it first got released, but
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one's like
yeah.
I think it's like a final version they're making for it. Like it's a
Oh, okay.
send off for the Corolla GR.
Super Ligera.
Triple what do most companies do to a performance model, Chad, when they finish them off?
Oh, it's final edition, more power,
Yeah,
more
there you go, Chad. It is
more
more power,
bigger
Chad.
brakes, bigger wheels or
Yeah,
something.
they're
Yeah.
giving it more power and less weight. Question number 4. The Xiaomi XU7 has reportedly done what record?
David.
David.
Oh, isn't that the one that's the fastest lap of the Nürburgring?
Yeah, fastest SUV lap of the Nürburgring, David. Well done. That is
Wow.
not a title I
What
would
was the
want to have.
time?
It was like 7 minutes and something. Like it was for an SUV, it's pretty ridiculous. Like I'm not gonna lie.
That's
That's
wild.
not a bad time. Question number 5. The TRD Hilux, which we got in Australia, was only sold for 2 years. What were the years it was sold?
Sorry, the Toyota Hilux.
The Toyota Hilux TRD. Sorry, I
Oh,
should have said.
TRD.
The TRD
David.
Toyota Hilux was only sold for 2 years. What years was
Oh,
it sold?
Chad,
David.
Chad got in there.
2005 to 2007.
Incorrect.
Damn.
David was next.
Yeah, I'd say 2007 to 2009.
It's 2 years, David.
Sorry?
It's 2 model years, not so it's I'm after. I'll give you 1 point because '09 was the one year. It was the year one of the years.
Okay.
Rob, if you can give me the other year, that
2010.
no, incorrect. It was 2008 and 2009. Only
Oh,
built for those two model years. It's actually quite a rare car. Bonus
All
question.
right. Sorry.
How many were made?
Rob,
Rob,
500.
500 is incorrect, but I'll give closest to.
David, I think it was less. I think it was was it 150?
150 says David and Chad.
Go between.
I mean, I thought there was quite a few of them. Like 750?
750. They've actually made 2,000 of them on the dot.
Oh,
So Chad, you get the chocolates there.
okay.
Nice.
That's
I was
quite a
well
lot,
out of
actually.
the-
I thought 2000's a lot.
Yeah, they made more of those than they did TRD Orions actually,
Okay.
which is
Oh,
which is-
really? Yeah, wow.
yeah,
I saw a Hilux the other day, TRD Hilux.
they're a cool thing. Oh, I'm a fan. Question number 6. How many generations of the Hyundai Getz were made?
Oh, generations, David.
How many generations of the Hyundai Getz were made now? I'm not after the updates in like the facelifts. I'm after how many generations of this specific Getz model were made.
David.
David,
One.
that is absolutely correct. David, they only did one, but they did a few. I think they did 3 facelifts to it along its
Yeah. Yeah.
along its life.
They made them for a while, eh?
They
made
did.
them for like nearly a decade.
I think longer actually. I think
Longer?
they're about 12 years or something that they were made for. Question number 7. What does LBX mean in the Lexus LBX? It's the baby Lexus. What does
Yeah. Parked next to one the other day. LBX, it makes no
Chad,
Chad?
large brute crossover.
I'll give you a 0.5 for crossover.
Nice.
Chad, I'll give you that. That's the last word.
Oh,
So it's blank crossover. Think very Japanese because the way they do words doesn't make sense. But anyway.
yeah.
Little box crossover.
Incorrect. It's the little box crossover.
No, it's nothing. There is a Maritsu or Marazu edition of that, but
There
that's
is.
yeah.
It means Lexus breakthrough crossover.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Breakthrough. Isn't it a Jesus Christ?
It just laughs.
Isn't it just a Yaris Cross?
Literally, I think it's just like it's like a luxury version of a Yaris Cross.
It's a
I
Yaris
drove
Cross
a
with leather
Marita
seats.
in Japan. Well, we had one for a day.
Yeah.
When we stayed at the hotel, they're like, you can drive one of our cars. We're like,
The RR is actually like pretty special because it's a Yaris, a GR Yaris underneath.
yeah, it is
But
GA Yaris.
The LBX is just it's just a Yaris Cross, isn't it?
It is quite literally that. It's jacked up Yaris Cross. It's like jacked up
So
Yaris.
weird.
It bloody ripped. It was a quick car.
Yeah, it would, I'm sure.
yeah.
By the way, the Getz was made 2002 to 2011.
There you go.
Just shy of 10 years, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the cool thing about the Lexus LBX Marito, you could get it as a manual overseas in Japan. You can get it as a manual. You can't get it
Oh,
as a
yeah,
manual
right.
here, which is again, if you're listening,
Does
mate,
that mean you can also get a Yaris Cross as a manual over there? Maybe not a hybrid version?
maybe not because I think it's just specifically with that three because it's a three-cylinder turbo. I think it's just maybe just that drivetrain it comes with.
Oh, so the RR you can
Yeah,
get.
yeah.
Okay, right. Gotcha.
Question number 8. What year did Skoda first enter Australia? So their first attempt at Australia. What year did they enter?
Oh,
Chad.
decade? Oh,
Are we
Chad,
doing
you wanna
year
go,
or
Chad?
decade?
I'll do closest to
1995.
95 says Chad.
1993.
93 says Rob.
oh, Skoda.
hmm
Yeah, Skoda. No, it was 19 like it was in the 60s, I think.
I need a date.
Oh, closest to I'd be winning it. So, like that's a little harsh. Let's pick a
I'll
year.
tell you what. I'll tell you what. I'll do you a deal. If you get the exact year, I'll give you 2 points.
Whoa. Now, if Alan was here, this would be shenanigans.
That would be I'm going to say 1963.
It is incorrect. You are closest though. You'll get the 1 point for being closest. 1965 is when they first
Ooh,
entered
okay.
the Australian market.
What the
Wow.
hell did I sell here
They
back
sold the
then?
Octavia.
Yeah, the Skoda Octavia, and then in the
Yeah, right.
mid 70s there was the S110. Then in the late 70s there was the S120 or
Mhm.
120L. I had a 120L for a while.
Did you?
It was a characterful car, we'll say.
Well, we
I
never
had
got, we never got the favorite here.
never
Uh,
got the favorite.
yeah, the
Or the
favorite.
Estelle, which was a two-door coupe version of the
Yeah.
120. Google Skoda 120 when you get a chance. They're hilarious. They were loosely based on a Renault 10, so they were rear-engined, swing rear axle.
All right.
The bonnet opened to sideways, so it from the top of the driver's side front guard was the opening of the bonnet. So it worked fine in Europe because that was the passenger side that was the footpath side, but in Australia it worked completely the opposite way. And I had one, and I bought one through the trade to resell and make some money. Didn't make a lot of money, I've got to say. Make some, but the windscreen needed a windscreen, and the guy rang me excitedly and said, "Oh," he said, "is it an 80 or an 81?" I said, "It's an 81." He said, "Oh, what a shame." He said, "In all my years with working with automotive glass, it's the only car where the rear window and the windscreen are the same. Had it not had a
What?
heated rear window, you could have swapped them over."
Wow. That's so funny.
That's actually the most fun. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
Right.
bizarre thing, bizarre.
All right. So for bonus questions, so Skoda entered the market in 65 with the Octavia, but later withdrew in 1983. They officially relaunched under the Volkswagen Group in Australia in what year?
Okay.
Right, so now we're in the 90s, I think, and I'm going 95.
I'll give closest to it's not, but it isn't 95.
I, Rob, I'd go early 2000s.
Yeah, 2000 and what, Rob?
2001.
01 says Rob, and
I'll go. Oh, I'm trying to think which one it was. 97.
97 is incorrect. Actually, Stephanie answered the question closest. She's closest too. She's giving me like numbers, the hand numbers. It was 2007 they introduced
What?
were reintroduced. They were reintroduced with two cars, the Roomster, which is a very forgettable car, and the
Very good.
Octavia,
Okay.
which is the cars that they re-entered with.
Wait, so the old Felicia and stuff, they never sold in Australia.
Never. No.
No.
Wow, okay. Well, where that's from. Well, my car's wrong.
Steph gets the point. 1 point to Steph, by the way. So
I should get half a point.
yeah.
Yeah, you.
I'm gonna get to our first of the two brochure questions for this evening. First one. The new blank blank offers a complete four-wheel drive package, which is perfect for both on-road and off-road driving. The blank offers all the features, comfort, and styling of a passenger car, but with added benefits of air conditioning, push-button four-wheel drive / two-wheel drive transfer, and limited slip differentials as all standard equipment. All the show, all the go. On the outside, the front and rear guards, extended bumpers, and wide tires combine to give the blank an aggressive, robust appearance. Front ventilated disc brakes offer reliable braking and even better anti-fading. A 7-inch and 8-inch tandem brake booster generates reliable braking performance, while an A, P, and B valve proportioning and bypass valve ensures that optimal distribution braking forces between the front and rear. Inside the blank offers style, comfort, and features associated with passenger cars. It says you get a 4-speaker AM/FM radio cassette, tilt steering wheel, a tilt adjustable power steering, air conditioning, center console, voltmeter, inclinometer are just some of the standard features you feature on the blank blank sports wagon.
David, is it the Subaru L series?
It is not. So it's the blank blank sports wagon. The interior trim is full of cloth and comfortably seats 5 adults. A deep cargo area behind the rear seats is capable of carrying large amounts of camping gear, luggage, etc., and can be increased by folding. Chad.
Is this a troop carrier?
It isn't a troop carrier. By folding the 2-stage rear seat forward. Now, who makes this car? I'll give you the hint as to who makes it.
Rob?
Oh,
Rob, yeah.
gets the hint.
I think it's the Jeep.
It isn't Jeep. You're all back in.
Ooh,
Okay. Actually, I won't tell you what it's who makes it, but I'll tell you what the word starts with. What the model starts with. It starts with R.
The model.
The
Range
model
Rover.
starts with R. It's a Japanese car. Well, Japanese full drive, but the model starts with R.
so not the brand, the model.
The model, correct? Yes. Because if I say the brand, you'll get it straight away.
It's not a Ranger, Wrangler, not a Renegade.
David,
David,
is it the Ford Raider?
it isn't the Ford Raider. That is a good guess because it is Japanese.
Yes,
Uh,
and four-wheel drive.
and four-wheel drive. Yeah.
Got no
You got-
idea. The
But-
R thing has really thrown me.
You guys both out?
Yeah.
I'll give you another hint. You're all back in. It's made by Daihatsu.
David,
Oh, Chad. Damn it.
David,
Rocky.
the Rocky is correct. That is the
Yeah,
Rocky.
nice.
Right.
Well played.
Okay.
All right, last one. Is that what you were going to say, Steph?
I thought Daihatsu existed.
Daihatsu? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, fair enough. They have not been in Australia for quite a while.
Quite a while.
No, they have not. All right, next one. Equally at home on twisting country roads, the open highway, or a city street. The blank blank makes a statement wherever it is seen. Sedan or spacious wagon. This is motoring at its best. Jeez, you know it's
Wow.
so much
No,
car
what?
At its best.
so much car talk wank.
It's massive claims, by the way. Huge claims.
I want to guess this, Rob. Toyota Crown.
I wish it was, but it's not, Rob.
Oh,
Surrounded by all luxury features you would expect in a vehicle of this caliber, the blank blank provides a cocoon of luxury that will delight you and your passengers. What does it feature? It features traction control, ABS brakes and anti-lock ABS brakes, remote control key entry, engine immobilizer and alarm, power assisted steering, independent multi-link rear suspension, 16-inch alloy wheels, tailgate deflector on the wagon only. It comes with a 3.5 litre V6, 24 valves fuel injected engine, 4-speed automatic. David.
Mitsubishi Verada?
Mitsubishi Verada is correct, David Prince. Well done.
What was the tailgate part?
Oh, it had like a wind
wind
deflector on the
deflector.
tailgate,
Oh,
like a little
Very
spoiler.
2000s.
Very
Yeah.
2000s.
damn it. Nice.
All right, score check, gentlemen. So Chad on 2.5, Rob on 3, and tonight's winner on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, David Prince. Well done, David.
Well done. Well done, David.
Oh, sorry. Also Stephanie on 1.
And
Stephanie on one.
Yeah. She's sitting in the background, answering the questions. So David, as I always say, is there anyone you want to thank?
Oh, Steph, I'd like to thank Steph for being a part of the quiz and bringing
Steph, do you want to say
colour in my
anything at all?
movement.
Thanks, Matt, for always telling me useless car knowledge so I can answer these questions.
See? Don't say he never taught you anything.
Make you a car person before you know it.
Yeah. So David, back on the winners list. Guess who's coming second in the winners list for this year?
You.
No, well, I don't count, but
It'd be Chad, wouldn't it?
it is Chad. Chad's on two. Chad's
Oh.
behind.
And now David's pulling away.
Yeah, David is slightly pulling away. We won't give his score just yet. We'll keep it a secret for a little bit. But that's a podcast, gentlemen.
Very good.
It's good to be
That
back.
is a podcast.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys. Let's do some plugs. David's words of wisdom.
My words of wisdom. Discipline is wisdom, and vice versa.
Very good.
I think there's something in that for all of us, Matt.
Rob's firefighting, car servicing because you're not taking your cars to dealerships anymore. Panel beating, neighbor hating,
Retiring.
Rob's retiring.
Retirement.
So if you want it, Rob's doing it. Well, he won't be doing it for much longer. So if you want to see him, he's doing it for a little bit longer.
I might need to make an appointment with you, a consultation appointment with you, Rob.
Absolutely. I can show you how to fill out an S34 form with My Age Care and Centrelink and do all your asset assessments, the whole lot.
Nice.
I know it from end to end, from retirement to age
Time
care.
to do a means test and all that.
Means test, the whole lot.
Way to go. You're the man.
Robert, am I too early to retire, you reckon?
Just a touch, but give it another 10.
Okay, I'll 45. I want to be retired.
Yeah,
Okay.
work at it. Work at it. You find a way. Shopify.
Sell his cars.
Shopify. Sell your cars. You'll be loaded.
Absolutely not.
You'll be loaded.
That's crazy talk, Stephanie's crazy talk.
Buy a big house. No, sorry, buy a small house, big garage.
Big garage. That's the way to do it. That's exactly the way to do it. Rob's ideas. That's we're gonna have to make that into a shirt. Chad, anything you want to plug? Chad's bringing it. John's delivering it.
Just deliveries, just order stuff, stimulate the economy, get stuff delivered.
Yeah.
Specialist.
Like and share our Facebook page as Car Talk TORQ. With me, Journey, if you missed any of our previous episodes, they're all up on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasting apps. Check us out there. Check us out on YouTube as well. We're also on YouTube. All our latest episodes are being uploaded on YouTube as well. So if your Spotify's not your thing and you'd like to see it on YouTube, the episodes are there, as well as our ASMR videos. So also support the show by becoming a patron to our Patreon. Go to patreon.com/Car Talk Podcast. Support us there. Hello to our patrons. And support the show by ordering some merch. Go to our Print Locker store. The links are in our show notes below, or on our Facebook page. So give it a check there, and we're happy to sell you some quality merch that's made in Australia. Gentlemen, honor as always, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy.
Goodbye.
See you all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.